Hello, folks. I'm back and gonna work on my game some more. If you can see the title, it says replace Cosmic Cards artwork. So, I do have placeholder artwork right now, and I finally was able to get the original artwork from the original artist that has actually recently gone into public domain. So, I can use that now. And I don't know if you remember. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Can you guys see? All right. So this is Rift 1. I'm in the derelict spaceship. It doesn't look so derelict right now. It looks like new and stuff. But eventually I will add some rubble to the floor and decaying textures on the walls and like maybe light fixtures that are falling, breaking and falling down, and other type of stuff to make it look more derelict. Anyways, so geez, my attention span's so bad now I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyways, previously I did do a sort of pre-alpha play test, and did run into some problems. So I recently fixed those already. Let's see. Um, Let me go into the Rift 4. However, there's still a problem with Rift 4 that I just cannot find. I don't know what it is. So, even though I have. Okay, this is not it. But this is where the problem is. It's down here. Even though the skeletal framework of Deck Zero works perfectly fine, it's the procedural portion. So this is the static portion. The dynamic portion, which is the procedural portion, is up in here. Yeah, this is not going to tell me much. But the rec room, for some odd reason. Oh, let me select the rec room actually. Okay, so I got a straight ahead segment, and then add the actual rec room. Adding floor, ceiling, wall, floor, ceiling, wall. And then again, floor, ceiling, wall. And then what else? Add another straight ahead segment. That shouldn't be causing the problem that I am getting, so I don't know what it is. If I go to the actual add rec room. Now this is spaghetti code craziness here. Southeast front floor, but it's not the floor. It's the actual doorway that is giving me problems. If I click on the doorway and I look at its bounds, the bounds look perfectly fine. So what is causing these invisible doors? Like if I click on play and I head down there, let me see, where am I? So this here, let me see, this is where the problem is. Can I look at maybe collision or bounds? Oh, there we go. What in the heck is this, you guys? This is what is causing the issue. It's a corner. It's a corner piece. So, da, da, da. What do I do to get rid of that? There's also, So it's not only this one, it's also the oh my gosh, this has been giving me so much problems. It's also the mess hall. Let me see the mess hall. Yeah, this is a mess hall, and look at the corner here. Okay, you know what? I don't know how to fix it, but I mean, I suppose I can just simply rotate it to be in the correct position. So instead of this corner over here, the corner should be over here, and this wall should be over here, while this wall that is blocking this doorway should be... No, that's not going to work either, because then it's going to block this still. Darn it, so I need to simply get rid of it. This is the only rift with this type of corner. All the other rifts have different corners. Like if you look at this corner, it doesn't block anything. You see, it's just a pillar. Right? And this one has a corner that looks like this. Again, just a pillar. It's not blocking any doorways. And then this one has a corner that looks like this. Right? Does not block any doors. This is the only one that will block doors. So I need to simply, since I'm not using it, simply just get rid of it. I'm not using it in anywhere. I just thought maybe someday in the future I will. And so I have it connected, and I need to disconnect it. So let me close this up, close this up, close this up, close this, go back, and where's this rum? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Where did the rum go? Are you kidding me? Here we go. So I need to get rid of this. Look at this one here. Luckily, these corners are not blocking the way, but regardless, I need to get rid of them because they might block something else. So those are causing problems. So let me go ahead and remove collision. So that's the invisible wall that I kept running into. Unfortunately, let me see if it also happens with the kitchen. Let me see, is there a kitchen here somewhere? This is the kitchen. Apparently it's not blocking the kitchen doors or anything. But still, I don't want it to block anything else, so it's blocking the outside of the wall, so that's why the kitchen is the only one that is fine. But if we go up and we look at the rooms, you can see that the corner's working fine. But if you go in here, I completely got rid of the corners from the rooms, so that's why you don't see any corners on the outside or anywhere. And let me see the other... No, that's pretty much it. So only the hallways have the corners, but at least the corners in the hallways are in the proper position. So the rooms, the rooms I got rid of the corners, so now I need to get rid of the corners in the big rooms. Okay, so where do I go? I go up here. These are the rooms. So this is one of the rooms. And these are the floors, the walls, the ceiling. Then it moves down to the walls, doorway, door, and it just stops there. There's no corners anymore. Was there ever any corners? No. Wow, there was never any corners. Never any corners. I completely got rid of the corners from the rooms. So what is going on? Why do I have... So look at rec room. Look at here. Floor, floor, floor. Goes to floor, floor, floor. Moves to ceiling, ceiling, ceiling. Ceiling, ceiling. Doorway, doorway, door, door. Wall, 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 wall. Wall, 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 wall. So I simply just disconnect these. Don't know why these were... Why even... Oh, because I thought maybe in the future I'll add them. But I never even adjusted their, their rotations or anything. I just simply added them. So that should fix the invisible wall problem by getting rid of these corners. By getting rid of the corners, it should fix the seeker running into invisible walls. But we will see eventually. When I recompile everything. Okay, that's just for that one. My goodness. I don't need it for the kitchen, even though the kitchen is not causing any problems. I'm still going to get rid of it for the kitchen. Wall, wall, wall. Corner. Simply break this link. Recompile. And save that. Go back to Rec Room. I don't know if I recompiled. And save that. And then back to the mess hall as well. It's a huge room. There's only 4 corners, so it's not going to be everywhere. So let me go ahead and get rid of them for now. Eventually, in the future, I'll fix it, and then we'll have the corners properly placed. And save all. Go ahead and let's see. Just rebuild and retest everything. So let me go ahead and test that and see now. Hopefully this fixes the issue. Right. Okay, here we go. Here we are at the rec room. Right? Is there an invisible wall here? Here, let's see. If we turn on collisions. Oh, good. It's gone now, finally. Nice. Alright. Okay. Now let's go back to... This is the kitchen. Let's see. Kitchen has no more corners also. It doesn't have anything blocking the outside. Alright, and let's see. Is there a mess hall? Again, there's no invisible wall. Okay, here, this should, okay. And I do not see corners blocking the way here or outside here or here. Nice. So that works nicely. Alright, so you can get rid of collision. Head back and let me actually test it. Whenever I run through the doorways now, they should not be an invisible wall there blocking me. Alright, so let me go in and test this. Before there was something invisible here blocking me. Oh, nice. Now there's nothing. So that was it. I fixed the issue. It was a collision from the corners that I wasn't even using. see if I can test the mess hall. It should block me, and it doesn't. Nice. So I fixed that for the mess hall. And the kitchen never blocked me, so even though I got rid of the corners anyways, so this is good. Finally I fixed that issue. Okay. What to do now? I guess I can actually start working on the so here I am. These are my textures. Move into here. I will import the artwork that I just... If you watched my Patreon video of adding Cosmic Card artwork, or adding new Cosmic Card artworks, you'll see how I acquired and modified these images so that they are safe to use in my... if I make this product commercial someday, in my commercial or non-commercial products. So I will go ahead and so yeah, that Patreon video shows you how I acquired it, the public domain artworks, the original artworks from the original artist, and how I modified it so that any new or modern day publishers who does also use the artwork and modifies it in their own way and copyrights that modification, so that my modifications do not match their modifications, and so I should not be getting a cease and desist letter from them, or a copyright infringement or anything like that, or image reproduction warning, because I'm using the original line artwork here, and let me go ahead and save these. These are the original line art. Let me start with the first card. Bam. Let me make sure okay. Format max in-game 495 800. Resource sizes 1 megabyte, 1.5 megabyte. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know what I need to change here to make it optimized and efficient. But, oh, I forgot to erase these. Eventually I will erase them. And then I have to re-import these. But for now, I have all of them here. And let's see, are these going to open or what? So this is the original line art from this artist here, Pamela Coleman Smith. Okay. And this artwork is what I will be using to replace the Cosmic Card artwork that I have right now, which is can't believe it. I don't know where it is. Oh, here. They're under UI, right? No, not even UI. Where is this artwork? Where is it? I don't get it. Where is it? Where? Is it under materials? Oh my goodness, I don't believe this. I don't know where. I don't actually know where it is. The artwork. Why would it be under audio? I don't know. but I'm looking everywhere I can, and I don't see it. How am I even using it? Oh, that, no. You have got, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go directly to it. Go directly to the UI. It's called inventory. Open this up. What is going on? Hmm. Oh, they are here in Victorian House exterior. There they are. No wonder. Okay, so I open this up, and this is what I was using, right? So instead of these placeholder artwork, which doesn't even look like a card, right? It's just a magnifying glass. Now I shall be using these artworks as the icons, these black and white images as icons, instead of this. Now I have to modify it in a way so that when it does show up, it doesn't look like it's squished or something, like it's squished. So, but we'll see, we'll see right now, let's see. I'm gonna test it. Where, where? Okay, inventory. Um, do, 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 do. This is a no-no. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So card 1. Dun, 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 dun. Flashlight is fine. The ones for the cards. This is a texture 2D object reference. Texture to use to set on brush. Okay. Texture 2D object reference. I wonder if I can make an array. Right? If I can make an array of texture 2D object references. Let's see. I create variable. Call this card art. Turn it into a object type. To the object. Let me see, object. Okay, like this. Object reference. And then array. Okay. Now what? Now I compile. Save. And now what? Now I add a couple of elements. I'll just do 5 for now. And look for some actual textures. Like this. this. Let's see if this will work. This 203 and 04. Let's make another one called 05. All right. Okay. Compile and save and random array. We'll be using card art. And it will go into the, will that work? 2D texture object reference. Oh, darn it. I need not, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, so how do I change this object reference? 2D object texture. 2D texture object reference. Compile. Save. Is it 2D refresh. Refresh, compile, and save. Select. Oh, okay, now it works. Okay, there we go. So it'll just randomly pick, okay? And same with, no, not same. I'm going to make another one. Okay, I'm going to call this one card art 01. Duplicate it. Call that one card art 02. And compile and save. But this time, change the artwork. So I stopped at 5. Let's go with 6. 06. 07. 08. Oh my goodness, where is 08? Strength. Dun dun dun. You have got to be kidding me, you guys. I spelt strength wrong. Alright, so yeah, I fixed it here, and let me go ahead and fix it in textures, cards 3. Rename. When you rename it here, it will rename it everywhere else, like the texture 2D texture object reference. Alright, strength there. Okay, there we go there. That is how you spell strength. Yes, correct. Alright, so let me save that. Go back to here, and strength is renamed. Yes. Okay, let me select a different one. The Hermit. And 10 is Wheel of Fortune. And then so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is card Justice. Alright. So now the cards should be random. Oops. The cards should be random. Let me see. I gotta compile this. All right. Let me move this out here because it will be used for a bunch of things. Card 1 will be used for card 1. Card art 01 will be used for. Let me duplicate this if I can. Drag card art 02 in there. Okay, so card art 01 will be used for card 1. So all these top ones here. All these textures here, and last but, oops, there's 6 of them, darn it. There's a lot more I need to connect. So, we go here, connect to this texture, connect to this texture, and connect to this texture up here. Okay, and now card art 2 connects to the bottom texture. This texture, this texture, this texture. Okay, and this texture, as well as this texture. Let me make sure. Is that all 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to the right place, right? Alright, first of all, let me just go ahead and compile everything. And save. Alright, so now whenever I pick up the cards, they will show if true, image will change its size to texture size. If false, texture will be stretched to image size. We will see. We will see right now. I can close these. Compile. And rebuild. Save. And playtest. Let me see. Alright. Oops, what happened? What did I do? Okay, there we go. Alright. Ah. Alright, so I need to actually so let me go here and go to the actual cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there's 2 in deck 0, and there's 3 in deck 1, 2, so 6. Go to deck 6. Alright, 6. Let me do that. So I can pick up the cards and test them out. See how they look like on the icons as icons. If they will be squished or stretched out, or you know what's gonna happen. How are they gonna look like in game? Let's say deck 5. I need to get to deck 6 to test it out. And see. So if you look at the bottom of the editor, you can see the card art, and they're squished to fit into the square. So will it look like that with the icons, or will the icons resize them so they look, you know, proper? Oh, wait, I don't want to be on 5. Okay, let me go up to 6. Oh, here we go. Alright. We're going to pick up our first card, and we can only pick up 2, really, because once we pick up the third one, we end the game. Okay, so pick up this one. Yeah. As you can see, it... Oh. Interesting. Every time... every time you scroll through it, it randomly... I guess it doesn't save the... So, oh, that's cool, an effect. Anyways, that's not what I want. But at least you can see the artwork is there. It's, again, like I said, it's squished, so I don't want it to be squished. Let me see if I can... let me see, does match size do anything? Image will change its size to texture size. If false, texture will be stretched to image size. Dun dun dun. Let me see. I don't know if that's gonna work either, but darn it. How can I'd actually have to create the textures in the correct size, I suppose. Alright, anyhow, let me see. If I click on this for all of them, so match the size, match the size, match the size, match the size, match the size. Will this fix the, I don't know. We will see once I recompile everything. Recompile, save, go ahead and test it now. First let me look for where the cards are. There's 2 on deck 0. 1, 2, 3 on... I'm assuming that's deck 8. So let's go to deck 8. I think I run this way. So they're supposed to be randomly spawning throughout the whole rift, but don't know why. It's probably because deck 8 has like beautiful creature rooms, which just generates rooms right next to each other, as opposed to like these ugly beast rooms that are spread out and stuff like that, and they're not as numerous. Okay, I don't know. Actually, this is not where I wanted to go, but oh well. I have to run all the way back the other way now. This was good for getting to deck 0, but not for getting to deck 8. I have to run all the way back onto the other side of the southern region so that I can get to the northern region. So one thing I forgot to do with my cosmic card artwork is to get the a card back. So right now I have to create... I don't have a card back, so I have to create my own. I think it's on deck 8. If it's not 8, then it's deck 7. Alright, so in here somewhere... Oh yeah, it is the beautiful creature. That's why they spawn 3 of them up here, which is supposed to be random throughout the rift. Shoot, I'm already lost. Okay, this way I think I go. You gotta be kidding me. Where are these cards? Oh, I just went backwards. Let's see. I gotta stop turning my head. Alright, so... Alright, let's turn off the lights. I should... Huh, they're not here. So I guess they're on deck 7. Alright, let me check here. Nope, not here either. I think they're on deck 7. Alright, so let's go down. Alright, look in here. Oh, here's one of them. Okay. No. Changing the match size didn't do anything, so I'm going to have to do this another way. I'm going to have to actually, what do you call it? I'm going to have to actually adjust it in the actual image parameters or the actual textures themselves. There's supposed to be 3 up here? Huh. Guess not. Interesting. Oh, I really bypassed it. It's over there somewhere. I really passed it up. Oh my gosh, did I pass it up again? Oh my gosh, where is this card, you guys? It's here. Alright, if I pick it up though, it's gonna end the game, so... How do I fix the artwork? Need to fix the artwork. Dun dun dun. So if I scroll through my inventory, it shows me the artwork, but the artwork is stretched to fit the square. I don't want it to stretch to fit the square. I want it to keep its dimensions where it's more portrait style, like this card here. Like it's tall and it's thin. It's not a square box. Don't know how. Alright, so also, I don't want it to be random like this. Integer. Also, the let me see, where does the text? The text is what I need to change. The text. Don't I have? I should already have somewhere. It's a struct. I know it's a struct. So I should have a struct that holds this type, the text type, the text assigned to the widget. And then I can, so maybe I have a map somewhere. Wow. It has been a while since I worked on the cards and the inventory that I forget where everything is at. Because it's supposed to, oh, let me go into here, go into data, I think. Okay, these data tables. Oh, right. Okay, no, not alright. Because it just holds the material instance. I need the 2D texture for this data table. I need to create a data table. In fact, I don't think I ever did create a data table for, well, let me see. Let me just look through these first. No. Wait, this is doorway. I don't want doorways. Why did I close that up? data table. This is a enum with the wall types, right, left, north, and south. Wall types. Okay, I don't need this. That's walls. I don't need fences. Okay, card data. Let me see. Oh, I see. I have one for material instance, but and the rarity, but and the card ID, but not for what I'm thinking of. For the icons. So Rolosca. Don't need these structs, segment plan, transform, vector table, wall info. Okay, don't need those. Stairs. These are all data tables for the actual these hallways and all that. So we got walls, unoccupied, more walls. All right, you know what? So I'm just gonna go ahead and see struct of this. Actually, I don't want to mess with it because there's already things that are using, which are these guys here. It's using this struct. So let me hover over it. It says scard data, scard data, scard data. So they're using this structure, all of these data tables. So I'm just going to make a new one called let me see, for data table card. I'm going to name this something else. I'm going to name it scard data. I don't know. scard data face. No. card face data. The face of the cards data structure. Okay. So now if I go back to it says card face data, card face data, card face. Okay. So those are good. Those are what I want. All right. So now I will create this new one called, I'll duplicate this and I'll call it card icon data card icon. Save it. Dun dun dun. Come on. Alright, and instead of material instance, I'm going to use 2D texture object reference and change this float to text and 2D texture. Instead of material instance, this is called 2D texture. And instead of rarity weight, I'll call this card name. Card ID, 2D texture, and card name. So save these. And then we can create a data table using that what is it called? Card icon data and data table card icons. Card fronts, card backs, card icons. Okay, save. Let me go ahead and open it actually. There we go. There's nothing in it right now, but we can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Card name. Card texture. Card ID and card row name. So let's call this 0. This one 1. And this one 2. 3. 4. And 5. 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wonder if I should. Oh, I never created the static mesh for these cards. It's only just a texture. Alright, so we start with this. We'll call this 0, 0. Call it the full, like that. So the name is what should pop up in the inventory right under here, right in here. Okay, you're kidding me. I think this might be too small. Because there are some names that will, like, Knight of Terra, probably be too long, so we adjust this a little bit longer. -210. Like that. And zoom in as far as I can. Alright. So hopefully this is long enough for the for all the names. Short names and long names. Hopefully, I don't know. Alright, so the icons there. This one will be 0, 1. Whoops, not that card. 0, 1, that card. Magician. Save. Dun, dun, dun. Let me see. Okay, so this one is 0, 2. And it will be called, you see, this is a very long name. High Priestess. So that's why I need to increase the length of the text box so that it can accommodate these longer names. 03 is the Empress here. Call this the Empress. that. And this one, 04, called the Emperor. The Emperor. And 05, call it the, whoops, 05, call it the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Elephant, Hierophant. And 6 is the Lovers. The Lovers. Lovers. Like that. 7 is the Chariot. Chariot. 8 is Strength. Let me spell that right this time. 9 is the Hermit. 10 is Wheel of Fortune. Not the Wheel of Fortune, just Wheel of Fortune. And I guess that's it for now to test. So don't need these up here. We go here. Back to graph. How do I do it? It's a data table. So how do I? Bum bum bum. do. So I cannot use these anymore. These are just textures. I might have to, if I can't get these data tables working properly, I might have to actually go back to using these. Make an array of text types. I don't know if that'll work though, because they're not tied to each other. As in, like, if I get the Fool artwork, but then the text type will say like the High Priestess, that's not gonna match. So I need it in this data table so that if it uses the same index, it'll grab the texture that matches with the name. So the High Priestess texture matching the High Priestess name. Whereas in this one, they are separated and they will not match. How can I make them match? I guess if I have some sort of index. For one thing, these arrays only hold the textures. They don't hold the... I mean, I guess if I make the... Oh, I see how I can do it. I can do it this way. If I make a if I do this, then I get array like this from the if I create. So I see. I can do it this way, but it's going to be a lot of work. Oh my goodness. Text. An array of text let me compile, save, and see. Carta 1 has the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. The Fool. This is, alright, the Magician, the High Priestess, was this the Empress? Oops, Empress, the Emperor. Oops, get rid of all this part. And then the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. So see if this works like this. I don't know. And so if it matches the index, it'll match. So if index here 1 is the Fool, it'll match index. Okay, again, if index 0 is the Fool, it'll match index 0, the Fool, as in text. So hopefully it'll match that. And this is okay, so this is card 01 arts 01, card art 01, card art 01 text. So again, so hopefully we can fix that like that. Mm. 01. Oops, 01. And 01. Goes to this one. So hopefully that matches. We'll just test that and see if that, at least it match. Hopefully, so that's cards 01. So I need to find a card 01 map. Are you kidding me? This uses card 02. Suppose I can just change this to card 01. Okay, like this. Oh, there we go. Compile it. And save. Actually, I don't think that mattered. Oh well, we did it. So, just go ahead. Alright. Play. Look for the cards. 17, 21, 22, 21, 32, 21, 22, 21. There's a few down in deck 0. I'm just going to go with deck 0. So I don't have to figure out which floor I need to go to. It's just easy to just go to deck 0. Oh, I need to go to the other side. And so if I pick up a card and then I scroll through, it should now match the name of the card instead of just say card 01. Alright, so down here there should be a card. Should show up down here somewhere. I see nothing. Well, I have to actually go in as I'm just checking these rooms first before I go all the way down there. And checking to see if there's any cards in there. None. I know. Oh my goodness. But I do know there's 2 down here. There should be 2 cards down here. Oh, here's one. Okay. If I pick it up. Yes, it said. Okay. Unfortunately, the Emperor. No. The picture is the Magician, yet the word says the High Priestess. So, not sure why. The Fool is not the Fool. This is the Magician, and it's saying the Fool. This is the Emperor, and it's saying the High Priestess. The Magician is saying Magician. The Empress is saying the Hierophant. The Empress saying the Hierophant. High Priestess saying the Emperor. So, for some reason, they're not matching. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Because, no. It should work. I was thinking I had this as a random array node, but it's just a regular get node. So it should match. So this random, if it picks 0, okay, let's say if it picks 5. 5 is, index 5 is the Hierophant, right? That means it passes index 5 to here, which should select index 5 here, which is the words, the Hierophant. But it's random every single time. Maybe what I need to do is save it into set it into a variable. Save it into a variable by using set card texture, and then set card name text, and then display it, and then connect it to the the texture field and the text field. Just realize the image and the name both have words that have the words text in it. Texture and text. Interesting. Huh. So, card art 01. Yeah, but this should work because once it randomly picks the index integer, and sends it to this get node, get an array and an index, returns a temporary copy of the item in the array at that index. Yeah, but why wasn't it not showing that? It was not. Maybe there's something else on the code. But, you know, using the, so maybe I gotta use the card icons data table. In order to use the data tables, I need this structure. I need to duplicate this. Not this, my bad. I need this. This type of structure. So let me copy this. Let's go with DT card icons. Data table card icons. It's going to change this up, but let me just select it first and then recompile, because it's going to change all of these outputs here and these, so it's not going to be the same. Card icons. Alright. Card icons, card icons. Now we can split this and it should show different. Should 2D texture and the name. Okay. Now, the thing is, this for each loop is going through each and every one of the elements within this data table. Is that what I want? I don't want that actually. It's going to go through every single one of them with this for each loop. Do I really need that? Unfortunately, I do, because if I use the data table rows, it will be in an array. If I don't use a for each loop, the array, this data table node needs a single item, not an array of items. So the for each loop breaks that down, but it goes through each and every one of them. It loops through each and every one of the elements inside of it. And then from there, I can access the it doesn't matter. Does not matter. All this does is it takes the information from the data table and allows you to put all of it into an array like this. But I'm already doing that. I already have this card art 01 and this card art 01 text. Dun dun dun. I need a way to use this to. Where is the. Oh, it's here. So let me cut this out. Paste it up here. Right. recompile, save, make sure this one, yeah, it's not here anymore. I gotta recompile it though. Recompile and save. So, row card ID. What to do? I wonder if I hmm. How do I do this? If this card ID matches another randomly picked card ID, like this. This is a whole entire for loop. I don't want to go through the whole entire for loop. I want to random integer in range. So the card ID will go from 1 to 11. So it's not actually going with the card ID, it's going with the index here. 1 through 11. So whatever is randomly picked here, if it equals this, true, then I need a variable for both of these. And set it to, oops, it's already here. If they do not match, do nothing. Just keep going through the loop. But if they do match the random, don't know if that's going to work. It does it just once or what? And then I connect all of these. Okay, so it looks like these have been matching. So that's good, but there are problems like the images are slow to load. So I need to change the order in which I execute these. Alright, so let me pick up this one now. The Wheel of Fortune matches the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune image matches the Wheel of Fortune text. The Hermit image matches the Hermit text. Very good. The High Priestess image matches the High Priestess text. The Wheel of Fortune matches the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune again matches Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Hermit matches the Hermit. The Chariot image matches the Chariot text. Alright, so at least I got that fixed now. Now the other problem is these images are loading very slowly. Not only that, the images are squashed. I don't want them square. I want them to look like cards. So the Hermit, the High Priestess is the High Priestess. The Lovers is the Lovers. The Wheel of Fortune is Wheel of Fortune. The Chariot says the Chariot. The Lover's image reads the Lovers. Okay, so that works. So now I know how to match the image to the words that I see in the inventory. So instead of it just saying card 01 or card 02 and having a picture of a magnifying glass instead of a card, or binoculars instead of a card, they actually show the correct images. Now I need to fix this delay. It should show up instantly, but it's not. I'm not sure if I want to use data tables for this, or maybe yes I do. What I don't want to do is, let me stop this, have it in this order. It maybe needs to be in a different type of order. Maybe it needs to be on each and every sequence output rather than before the whole entire sequence. I don't know. Well, don't know. See how. But the cool thing is that it is the very whatever index was chosen, it is the correct index for both the texture and the name. And the texture and the text of in the inventory slots. So if inventory slot 1, if this random integer pops up as strength, that means the texture will be the strength card and the name will be the words strength. So that's cool. That works properly. But now I need to change how it loads onto the screen, as it has a delay, and that's not good. It should be instant, like, don't know how to, I think I might have to do it separately for each and every one of these rows, unfortunately. So let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Cast a BP Seeker. 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. if the seeker picked up, what is it? Seeker object reference. Okay, and as slot item 2, then we go to slot item 2, which is either 0, 1, or 2, or 3. If there's a flashlight in there, then it goes to 3, and it shows the flashlight, and then it writes down the text flashlight here. But if it's 1 or 2, it's one of the cards. And in this case, if it's card 1, then it picks the texture from card 1 here, and it picks the name from card 1 here. Alright, so don't need these. Don't need this one. Darn it, I don't actually have anything. Okay. Let's do the... Let's see, where do I input these? Maybe before? Because I feel like it's looping through. I need it. I need to change this. I need to change this because every single time we update, we're looping through this entire data table every single time. And that's why it's taking forever to load, because every single time we update, we scroll the mouse wheel up and down, it has to loop through this data table, this entire data table. Right now it's only 11 cards, but imagine whenever I have all 78 cards in here, it's going to take forever to loop through just to scroll up to update and then scroll down to update. So that's what's causing the delay. I need to make it in such a way that it does this once. It loops through this once. Then I simply... it loops through it once, saving all of the data into these arrays. Once I've accumulated all of the data from the data table... In fact, you know what? I don't think I need a data table. I could just simply create them all in this array. Nah, never mind. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put things into an array. Otherwise, if I update, and I have to run this every single time for each of the sequences. No, that's not good. So what I need to do, event construct, is I need to, at the very beginning here, the beginning of this inventory, is connect this here to that instead. And then maybe this. or maybe not from here, but from the actual, either the proc calls, no, not proc calls, from the player, either this here, the seeker, or from the player controller itself. Maybe I should do it from the player controller itself. So on event begin play, we create the arrays. Then we can cast to the player controller target the arrays. So instead of having the arrays here, have it in the player controller here somewhere, and here. Save data? No, not save data. Somewhere here, one of the variables in here, and because other than that, this is getting crazy. Every time you update, it has to run through this loop, and right now it's only 11 cards, but even 11 cards is delaying the update of the UI. So imagine if 78 cards, if I fill in all 78 cards, that's going to delay it even more for each and every one of the sequence running through each and every one of these. Oh my gosh. So it's better if I just take the data table, the data out of the data table once, and save them into arrays. And then from there, from those arrays, then save it into set variables, and those set variables pass that data into the set text nodes and the set brush from texture nodes. So that another thing is, the items. So the image size is 32 by 32. What if I change this to 3064? Does nothing. It's already, card names, everything back here. To reconnect everything because it's not connected here. For now, I'll just leave it here. Alright, but back here, it is determined by this, what is this? This is the inventory box. It seems like it's determined by this inventory box. Collapsed, offset. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for whenever I add the code to add more backpack space. Your inventory is actually your backpack. But each of these are a set size, which means I want the icons, these textures, to fit within the icons. So these lengths and widths needs to be proportionately shrunk to match the so here it says 514 by 809, whereas inside it's only 32 by 32, so I really have to shrink this down. So this is the original texture. I can use that for other things in the game. And then maybe I make a copy of this and somehow shrink it down. To tell you the truth, I don't know how to shrink it down. I think I have to shrink it in the original file outside of the game before I upload it as a texture into the game. Because I don't know of any way to do it from here. How to adjust the size of a texture. Imported and displayed. Max in game is 514,809. Alright, but pretty much this is just me figuring out if this can work this way or not at all. But I know that I definitely want to use these textures because these are the original line art that is public domain. I just have to remember to erase these numbers so that I can put in my own labels. So if this is the Hierophant, I will just create my own frame right here, and then have the words the Hierophant, 5 the Hierophant. But for the icons, they will not be messed with. I like the black and white of the icons that show up in the darkness here in your inventory in the upper left corner. But then as you're running through and you see a card, then the card will have its specific artwork, like its own frame with the words on it. So that's all the kind of stuff I'm going to have to work on next time. But for now, you guys know where I am in my progress. I'm really trying to leave so that my internet doesn't cut me off and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm going to work on those next time and try to, at this point, I have to ask the AI chatbots, like, I'm using Grok, I'm using Gemini, and I'm using ChatGPT now to figure out how to do these stuff that I want to do, like keep the size, the proportions, but shrink it down so that it fits the image size of 32 by 32. Also, how can I load the data table so that it doesn't load every single update? So I need to load it first, so I need to ask the chatbots for that, how to do that. And I think that's pretty much it. So you guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Okay? Bye.